So let's learn and understand about an important topic, which is share forfeiture. So what is forfeiture? Shares, share is nothing but your capital. But what about forfeiture? Forfeiture means cancellation of your shares. So that's why the name share forfeiture. Wow, interesting, is it? You have understood about issue of shares. What about share forfeiture? Share forfeiture is an interesting topic to learn and understand. What happens in share forfeiture is when shareholder does not pay either the allotment money or the first call, second call or the final call money, then directors, that is the board of directors of the company, has all the rights to cancel your shares. Yes, of course. It is not just levying you the interest. They directly cancel your shares. You are no more a shareholder of the company. Yes, you will not even get your money back. So it is a complete disastrous situation where just on non-payment, your shares would get cancelled. So what about an accountant point of view? What an accountant thinks about share forfeiture? Yes, that's a major question, isn't it? So tell me, when shares are issued, what happens? When shares are issued, share capital is credited, isn't it? Yes, but when the same is cancelled, it is to be reversed. Share capital account will now be debited, okay, to share forfeiture account, to the calls in arrears account. So what is calls in arrears? Any amount not paid by the shareholder. Any amount not paid by the shareholder is a calls in arrears. So you have a very, very simple journal entry. No need to break your head on it. It starts with share capital account being debited to share forfeiture account to calls in arrears account. So share forfeiture account is a paid portion, calls in arrears is an unpaid portion, and share capital is debited either with the face value or with the paid called up value, or with the called up value. You have to be very cautious when you are solving a problem. Okay, that is, do not take the uncalled portion, because what is not called cannot be paid by the shareholder. What is not called cannot be paid by a shareholder. Therefore, your refined journal entry will be your share capital account is debited to share forfeiture to share to calls in arrears account. Okay. Now, once the shares are cancelled, is there any possibility that I could reissue the shares? Yes, I could. I, as a company, have all the rights to reissue the forfeited shares to some other person or any other person at any price. Oh, wonderful, isn't it? What about, can I issue the forfeited shares at premium or at discount? Yes. The question is, as you already know, that shares cannot be issued at discount, but forfeited shares can be reissued at discount. Okay? I'll repeat once again. While the shares cannot be issued for the first time at discount, the cancelled shares, that is the forfeited shares, can be reissued at discount. When you reissue the shares at discount, the difference between the share forfeiture account and the discounted rate will be transferred to a separate account called as capital reserve. So, after the reissue, there is a last journal entry, which is capital reserve account debited to share forfeiture account. What happens here is, there is a profit the company earns on the cancellation of the shares and reissue of the shares. This profit is not a regular profit. This profit is not a regular profit. Therefore, it is transferred to a new and a separate account called as capital reserve account. That simple is a share forfeiture. We will learn more about this in the further classes wherein I'm going to explain you if the share forfeiture is at premium and premium is not paid, and if the share forfeiture is at premium and premium is already paid, how to pass the journal entries, how to calculate the share forfeiture, if there is a part reissue and part of the shares are still with the company, then how to, understand the journal entry, how is it going to appear in the balance sheet. All these things you can learn at my further classes.